Hi Geminis, welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That's me, my name's Annie. Happy to have you all out there with me. Let's do one of your Lil Sips mini love tarot readings. This is just a temperature check, an energy check. Checking in to see where your person's at, what the universe wants you to know about the situation at hand. If you're not thinking of anyone at the current moment, this might not be your message. It could also indicate that you just haven't met the person that's showing up in your spread yet. So, as always, open heart and an open mind is the best way to come into these readings. If it feels strange or foreign, release those messages. You don't need to take on any energy that isn't yours. But yeah, do keep an open mind because it may resonate for you later in the future. Okay? That's about it. That's my general spiel. Everything else about this video will be down in the description box below for you. That will include the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook, Instagram.com. Check that out if you are interested. If not, I'm happy to have you here on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. I'm so close to hitting my goal of 2,000 subs. You guys, I've been so close for it feels like 6 months now. I've been that close. So if you can help, if you can subscribe, that would be most appreciated from the bottom of my heart. It's not an ego thing. It helps my channel grow. It helps my analytics. It helps get these videos out to more people, and that's my goal. So anyway, enough of that. For my Geminis, what do they need to know about the love relationship they are thinking of? Some of you are thinking about a Virgo that you may have kids with or you want to have kids with. Someone who lives next door, potentially, or in the neighborhood. Someone who lives very close by, like walking distance. Interesting. All right. So, yeah, you got the look. I'm hearing that Prince song, You Got the Look. You got the look. I'm not going to sing, I promise, but you're feeling sassy and confident. It's almost like you may have found out through the grapevine or through word of mouth that somebody has eyes for you, or someone's kind of checking in on your social media. I don't know what it is, but it's like you're on to them and it makes you feel all giddy inside to know that they like you. So, I mean, I assume you must like them back, or bottom line, you like the attention. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. You might be dealing with a Taurus. It's possible. Okay. Let's look into this. In fact, what's bottom of your deck? This one. Okay. Your family may have told you that someone has interested in you. I mean, this seems like such an archaic way to say it, but it's almost like that idea of you missed a call, and yeah, it's like your brother picked up the phone, or I don't know, it could have been your friend. Maybe you left your cell phone somewhere. I was picturing a landline, they're not here right now. That seems archaic, but maybe you have a landline. It's like somebody, I don't know if this is literal, but it's the idea of it. It's like somebody calls and there's a missed call, and so somebody has to relay to you, oh, so-and-so called you, or so-and-so asked me to ask about you, and you, Gemini, you're just like, they did? And you're kind of sassy about it. Again, possibly a Virgo, and now you're thinking a lot about it. Okay, interesting. So there's a quick jolt of energy, a spark, an interest, an excitement, mostly internally for you, Gemini. You're very excited and intrigued to see what develops, but then there's a period of pause, and so you immediately get stuck in your head about it. It's almost like you feel like you got gypped. You're like, oh my God, I like this person and they like me. And then it's like crickets. And you're like, well, what the hell? That's what I'm getting from this. But I can already tell by the way I'm saying that, by the way the cards, I think you're going to hear from them again. But yeah, you are. There's a period of delay. You're going to have to be very patient. This person moves at an earth-like pace. This person may actually be significantly older or significantly younger than you. There might be a big age difference, but there's soulmate potential here, especially with a Scorpio, or again, a younger or immature fire sign. You might go to some party where you guys dance together, or if it's not that, it's it feels like it's just the two of you, even though you're in a social setting. Do you know what I mean? When you dance with someone, it's very intimate. It's just the two of you on the dance floor, even when you're surrounded by people. You're at some sort of social event where everyone else there just kind of melts away, melts into the walls, I heard. I don't know what that means, but you guys share a very special moment, but it's after this period of delay. That's what I mean. And maybe you get word that they're going to the same party or social event that you're going at, and then you get there and they're not there. It doesn't mean you're not going to connect with them later on. I'm just throwing scenarios at you, but there's something about like peaks and valleys. You get very excited and then it dwindles, but then I think you do meet up with them again. Your person is tall, dark, and handsome. Who doesn't want to hear that? They may actually have like a big muscles or a big chest or something, but they're very artistic. They're very spiritual. They take very good care of their body. Again, you might be dealing with a Virgo. You're always in the back of their mind. That's what I mean. It's like they do think about you. They do like you, even if they're not calling you every day or seeing you in person every day. You're still on their mind. They're very busy. They may be taking care of their children, their family. You know, there might be like a divorce or a widower scenario type thing, right? Could be taking care of their parents. They might just be very busy at work. Something about they may work in like the restaurant industry or a bar or something where there's I don't know. Now I'm hearing merchandise, so I don't think anyway. It doesn't matter. They might be busy with work, but you're still very much in their mind. They think about you quite a bit. Again, potentially a Scorpio. They may be waiting to ask you out till they'll have more money. This person may live a very bare bones life by choice. They may be a little bit eccentric or a little bit more like, I don't know if like hippy dippy is the right term. They very like, how do I even phrase this? I'm hearing of mice and men living off the fat of the land. They literally might like live on a farm and grow their own produce. And I know that sounds kind of like an odd message, but they may not have a lot of extra pocket money. It's like they work very hard for what they do, but it might not be super lucrative, but they love what they do. They're very invested in their job. So again, it might be an artist of some kind. So they may not have tons of money and they may view you as a very prized possession. And so they do want to be able to impress you in some way. But they may have misinterpreted that, like, in order to impress you, there needs to be, like, some sort of material offer. And to that, Gemini, I don't think all of you necessarily believe that. Though, I mean, maybe some of you do. Maybe you literally told them that. What's this about? Some of them are tending to their mother, and they're trying to juggle seeing you and also being there for their mother. They may just have like an elderly mother who has trouble getting around, but they're very cute. That's the thing. Their mother's actually in okay health. In fact, their mother's very sassy. Their mother might be very judgmental, but not so much towards you. Or I don't know why I'm getting this so strongly. The mother is very critical of your person. But yeah, something about they're very eager to meet you. So I don't know if the mother knows who you are. Again, this might be a neighbor or friends of friends. You may already know this person's family. That's what I mean. There was some sort of connection about, oh, did you hear so-and-so called you or liked you? There's something about like either their family or your families already know each other. This could be a same-sex couple, particularly both men. If that's the case, Gemini, you might be dealing with a Leo man who's very interested and checks up on your social media quite a bit. There's a little bit of like voyeuristic type energy with that, particularly a Leo. It doesn't have to be a same-sex couple, but that is coming through for some of you. Or an Aries. A fire sign is definitely spying on Geminis. I feel like this is already way too long. I'm just not getting tons of information. I'm getting all these random facts and tidbits, but what is... Your person is having money issues, very much. They may be struggling with their job or struggling to find work. When they think of you, it brings them joy, but they have their eyes set on the horizon. Some of them actually have their eyes set on moving, on sailing away. On long distance travel, and it does feel like they're home. There's a lot of pentacle energy here and the idea of like the house and stuff like that. They may have had some sort of financial loss, or there was something that they were hoping to do with their money, but then all of a sudden, I don't know, the roof crumbled in and they had to go and fix that. Do you know what I mean? There's issues with money here. Actually, I want one more on this. What is this all about? They think about you, Gemini. They think about you quite a bit. And they do. They live in like a cabin in the woods. They live in the middle of fucking nowhere. And maybe that puts them at a social distance, or I don't even mean to use that term, social distance. It puts them in isolation away from like the thick of it all. Or again, maybe they're staying with a relative or with friends, but they're like way the hell just in the middle of nowhere, the forest. They are, to all their cards, they are deep in the forest with giant trees and agriculture and living off the land and building their own teepees. And like, that's what I mean. This is a very untraditional person. They have a very untraditional lifestyle, but they're very easygoing. They make the best out of any scenario, but they are struggling with money. Or someone in their family may be struggling with their health. They are thinking about moving, either to or from like the city. There's a very opposite dynamic of like city life and country life. So again, that you'll know if that's your message, or if you, maybe, I mean, I think it's coming up in your person's spread, but maybe you live in the opposite direction, and something about an emerald or the color green is important. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know if that's a gem, like a piece of jewelry or earrings, or their favorite color, or something to do with St. Patrick's Day, emerald. I don't know what that's about. Oh, Emerald City. Now I'm hearing that. Emerald City. Okay, so again, city, country, Emerald City, Wizard of Oz. I don't. That's all you, Gemini. Hop in anytime. I don't know what that means. Something about Emerald City. Maybe that has to do with their company. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they look for rare stones and jewelry. Whatever. No, irrelevant to me anyway, but that'll make sense to someone out there. So let's see what the universe wants you to know. This is a solid king. You're thinking about, or the universe wants you to think about an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you know who this is too, it's like you're wishing their money could be better. In fact, you're willing to lend them money, to lend something about a handout. You may have offered to loan them money or help them move or help them with financial struggle or help them with their mother, something of that sort, Gemini. Yeah. You're willing to lend a helping hand, but your defenses, I hate when I drop cards. Your defenses are up a little bit. I think you may be hiding your feelings for this person, even though on the inside you're very excited that they're interested in you. For some of you, a Pisces is quite burdensome for you. Or in your subconscious, your fear is eating away at you. What is this? Oh, it's a fear about your job. So maybe that has to do with you. Your darkest fears about money, that's what's consuming your brain. Spirit is saying raise your vibration, think more optimistically. Living in a state of dread, living in a state of fear, it's no way to live. You know, you can only do your best and then give it up to God. The harvest is coming. That means crops and abundance, right? It's a metaphor. The harvest is coming. So even if you are in a state of losing your job, of pinching your, and I'm not necessarily predicting this, I'm just saying, if you are in a state of lack financially, there's a harvest coming, and it comes in the form of a person. Some of you are going to find out that you're pregnant. Or it's almost like there's a silver lining, because something about the ending of one cycle ushers in a new one, and the new one is romantic. You're blind to this. You don't understand that there's someone watching you or interested in you, particularly a Leo. Or again, you're talking yourself out of it, or you don't believe it could be true. You're absolutely denying or resisting something. Look at these cards, Gemini. This is coming up in your heart. What do you not want to believe about your Pisces? Are you giving your Pisces the benefit of the doubt that they're a solid, good guy or girl and they're really not? For some of you, it's that. Some of you don't want to incriminate your person. Some of you don't want to acknowledge what your intuition is telling you, potentially about your Pisces or your Aries or your Libra. You haven't made a decision yet, but you have, though. You already know exactly what you're going to do. You just haven't acted on it. And it's almost like you're trying to change your own mind. I don't know what that means, you guys, but there's something about this card where it's just like, la, 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 I'm not going to hear it. No, 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 no. Like, and It's there. It's in broad daylight. The hanged man is destined to transform. He can only stay in the chrysalis for so long. The death card will come. The Scorpio will come, right? He's going to change. He's going to transition. There might be a Pisces exiting your life, and it may even have to do with your work. It might be your best friend at work, right? It could be, I don't know why it's coming through, but something about the career is very important here. You may be called to make an executive decision about who you want to work with. That could be romantically, or again, that could be like financially. Ew. I really like your person's cards. Yours are all over the place, Gemini. You cut someone off, you decide to end it with someone, and you feel terrible about it. And it may have been for the right reasons. It may have been because you simply didn't love them, you didn't want to be with them, but you're letting the guilt, you're riddled with guilt and anxiety about it, or you're regretting it. You may have had two options and you decided to choose between the Capricorn or the fire sign, or the Gemini for that matter. And you may feel like you made the wrong choice. You may have rejected someone who showed interest in you, who you were very excited about, but you chose to decline the offer because you were willing to wait a little bit longer on the person who's married. This does have to do with a Capricorn. For some of you, you may have rejected a Capricorn, or you may be holding out for a Capricorn that you know is not good for you. And it's like you may have, I don't mean to like do a fear-based reading here, but you may have blocked a blessing because you had someone offering you, someone with a very solid, beautiful soul. They may have made an offer to you and you were like, oh, thanks, but I can't. And it's because you're holding out for a person who, I just heard they're evil. I don't know if I want to say that, but they don't. Universe wants you to know the person that you are waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for them to change their mind and come forward to you. It's not good for your mental health. You're shooting yourself in the foot because there's offers right in front of you. Again, yeah, a lot of my Geminis are deciding between two people, or they have two people interested, or again, you're interested in one, but one is interested in you. There's a couple people coming through here. I'm not really getting third-party activity. It's not that. But you bring an end to something that I think is a mistake. Again, it might be that you just feel bad about it, but it was never going to be romantic. You might change your mind. But also you may have rejected it because you still have hope that, again, the Capricorn or the Pisces is going to change their mind. And to me, this is saying, not right now, they're not. It's like you're holding your breath for nothing. There is positivity with an earth sign. There's a divine pairing of a King and Queen of Cups. Has nothing to do with gender. It has to do with their pairing of the elements. It's a good match. It works well together. This may involve multiple earth signs, right? One of them possibly being a Capricorn or a Taurus. Be open to new love, and new love. There's someone already in your network, your family's network, your network at work. They're interested in you and they want a victory with you, so they will make those emotions known. And yeah, that's your soulmate coming through again. There's soulmate potential. You're thinking about it, you're waiting on it. Again, there's that whole message of like the ups and the downs, that could go opposite too. You may express interest in a person, then you withdraw because you hear back from your other one, but then you end up going back to the one that expressed interest to begin with. Potentially a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag. They want to build with you. They see you as their superstar and they are sexually attracted to you. All right, Gemini, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if this resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye.